Hey guys, it's RailFan220 here again, and today I'm on the layout again. But I have the other, like the main guy from BNSF Railfans, the guy who owns the layout. He's with me today to talk about some exciting plans that we have for this layout here. So together we haven't really done many videos on the layout here. They've mostly been on the BNSF Railfans channel up at his layout. But I have some pretty exciting plans here, and I brought him along to kind of talk about it, give his input. So, I had been talking about the layout extension and what to do for that, and I was kind of stuck on what to do, and what direction it would go in, and I had a few ideas that you might remember. One of them just being like engine facility over there, and then an intermodal yard here, and maybe big industries here. That was one of the plans, and then I wanted to do a loop, but we have concluded the kind of the start of the planning stage, and we've kind of come upon a plan. I proposed this idea to my dad, because really he's the one who can say yay or nay, but I proposed this plan and he said that he's willing to do it, so it's really exciting, and I will show you it now. So I think what we'll do is look at it on the computer really quick. You can see this is a plan as of now. You can see right there is the main L shape of the layout right now. You can see right there at the half curve. I didn't draw in the rest of the layout, but the half curve, we have a section coming off, and that'll be a climb off the curve there that like splits off at the middle of the curve and then goes up the grade, or up a grade to meet with the tracks over here. So I guess we'll start at that point because it's easiest to follow. You can see double track main lines will be all along the layout, and the double track main line will replace what's up here where these industries are. Those industries will move back into the far corner where those locomotives are sitting. And then the existing track will act as the outside main line, and then we'll put another one there. And what this main line will do, if we follow it along here, it'll continue all the way along the wall and then enter back behind this door. If I'll open this up for you. Sorry, it's kind of hard because I'm holding a computer and a camera, so it's kind of awkward. But the tracks will enter through that wall there. And at some point along this stretch of track, we'll have that climb that's coming up from the curve right there to meet up with the main line. So then at that point, the double tracks will come through this wall, and then back here, this giant mess will be cleaned out. But all back here, starting from where it enters there, it'll all be staging up until the corner of that wall, kind of where that hat on a tree is. There's a corner right there. The staging will end there, and it'll go back through this wall here that you can see. And that point, if we follow here, I'll kind of recap. Right here, staging, and then the staging ends right there. That's where that Christmas tree with the hat was. It'll come back through the wall, and that point that's on the plans is right here by the side of my desk. It'll come back through here, and then we'll have maybe the engine facility here. That's still we're still figuring that out. It's possible that the engine facility will go back over there where those black shelves are. But either way, the tracks will come through here, still double track, and then we'll have the tracks go across the walkway here, and that'll have to be a lift-out bridge or something. But then it'll go through the wall here, and then all along here will be an intermodal yard. And there's still some things we need to figure out about that yard, but we'll figure that out in a second. But moving along here, you can see, as the plan shows, there's that lift-out section, and we come through the wall, and on this side of the half wall you can see the intermodal yard there. Then it'll meet back up right at that point where that curve is, and that'll be over here on the other side of the half wall. Then it'll come through this half wall, right about this point, and then meet up with the track there. And this existing track will act as one of the main lines. Same thing will happen over there, as I said, up against the wall. This will act as an existing, or this existing track will act as a main line when we put it in, and then we'll add a second track to the outside of that that'll go along here, and then it'll branch off here. That track will continue down. This will be on a switch, and those 2 tracks will continue and cut across right here, and there will be a section here that'll kind of be like filled in where these shelves are. That'll all be scenery and tracks, and then it'll go along and then meet up with the existing layout there where those double tracks will meet. So that section that I just showed you is right here. It'll cut across and then come along here and then meet up at the top of the layout right there. So that's kind of the plan that I have right now. It's pretty big. I'm surprised that it actually got okayed, but I think we're gonna try to do that. But I don't know. Do you have anything to say? Any other things to mention, or I think that's really the plan. I don't know.
Yeah, that's about it. I'm very excited for the extension as well, and it's kind of cool because like we've had this layout designed for forever, basically.
Yeah.
And it's probably gonna be cool to expand and try new things and add our like newer modeling flavor to the whole mix.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I mean it'll be pretty cool. I think we pretty much explained it. We haven't really gotten further into planning. That's kind of what we have, but obviously we don't have like any of the bench work yet or anything, so we'll have more on that hopefully when that comes. But I mean that's the plan for now. And as you may have seen, there will be a layout update, or maybe it's already up, on BNSF Railfans that we kind of talk about a possible layout extension there. So that'll be cool too, and it'll add to both layouts. Hopefully this will be kind of interesting. It'll be really operable. You'll be able to run multiple trains. Hopefully I'll have an operating signaling system where there will actually be blocks, because I think the mainline run is about 80 feet. But then the engine facility will be cool. We can house a bunch of engines there. And on the BNSF Railfans layout, his layout obviously has an engine facility, and that's really useful. So you can keep all your engines on the layout without kind of obstructing the main line. But then I think the staging yard will be pretty cool too. That'll allow us to kind of have trains just sitting there, ready to pull out or pull back in. And then the one thing that we do have to decide on is where the engine facility will go, and then also where to start the intermodal yard. Because I'm wondering, like, if the intermodal yard will be long enough, if it just starts like past this past where it comes through the wall there. If it only starts behind the half wall and goes down there, that might not be long enough. So it's possible we'll start the intermodal yard out here or there. So we have to decide on that. But we'll figure that out at another point. But yeah, I think that's about it for now. And the general idea will be a continuation of the existing layout. And right now the layout is basically BNSF's operations in the Midwest. So the extension, which is essentially a new layout, will be the same thing. It'll be Midwest operations of BNSF. But it'll be kind of cool because since it's just generally the Midwest, you can have different regions. So if let's say you want to do an operating session where it's like the upper Midwest, you can have Canadian National ore trains with BNSF, because I know they do interchange operations. If you're doing, like, let's say Illinois specifically, if we're doing an operating session based in Illinois, we could have UP trains, really anything, because a lot of traffic through Illinois. But that'll be pretty cool. I think that's about it. Didn't really have much to say. I just wanted to share the plan with you, and I'm glad that he was able to join us to kind of talk about it. There wasn't really much to talk about besides explaining the plan. But thank you for watching, and I should have more on this plan.